Hi, good morning. Welcome back to my vlog. My name is Zina. I am an immigrant living in the USA, and this vlog is about my journey of surviving and thriving in the USA. I am doing something with my computer right now, and I don't mean to be disrespectful while I'm vlogging, that I'm multitasking. I just don't have enough time to sit down and vlog. If I don't vlog during doing this or that, I won't be able to vlog at all. So I just decided to go ahead and make the vlog instead of waiting for the perfect opportunity when I have the time to sit down and vlog about it. So today I'm going to talk about my USMLE preparation. I have been preparing for the USMLE since 2010. That's correct. This is 2025. I've been preparing since 2010. I started my preparation when I was in almost done with the fifth year of med school in Bangladesh. And at that time, I wasn't able to take the exam because I had to take the final professional exam. After I was done with the final professional exam, I had to start doing the first year of residency, which we call internship in Bangladesh. And I wasn't able to study at that time because after I was done with my internship, I had to work in the clinics because I was really poor and I needed the money. So I couldn't study at all. I just passed my medical school, started working right away, and for the next how many years? Next 14 years. I just worked. Whenever I had time, I worked. And for 1 year in the USA, I did have the opportunity to study. And at that time, I went to nursing school and I did my medical assistant certificate course so that I could elevate my work life. At that time, I was working in doctors' offices who paid me less than minimum wage. But because of doing those things, I now make a decent paycheck, which is helping me prepare for the USMLE. So basically, for the last 15 years, even though I have been preparing for the USMLE, I really haven't been preparing. I have just been searching for means to be able to financially afford the exam so I can really take the exam. I know for people who have the support from their families, those who have a supportive husband or a supportive father or father-in-law or some kind of family money to pay the rent, they may not understand how difficult it is for people like us to dare do something like this. But I am trying regardless. I am a 40-year-old middle-aged Asian woman who just dreams too much of herself, thinks too much of herself, and is trying to do something that she may never be able to do. But at least I have something to live for, and that is passing the USMLE. My relatives make fun of me, my friends joke about me because I've been so hell-bent on trying to pass this exam, and they think I really can't do it, but I think I can do it, and that's all that matters. So, if you're one of those people who have had naysayers always going around the years telling you that you can't do it, I say, if you think you can do it, try. If you don't think you can do it, then don't try. Because I know that's what I want to do with my life. So, I've been trying all these years so I can get there. And also, I decided not to have children so I can pursue my career in medicine. Like being a woman from Asia, a woman's life really revolves around their child. And like in my country, 99% of the women are trad wives. Being a trad wife is a lot of sacrifice. It takes a lot of mental strength. And that's the life they choose. then there is a very small portion of women in my country who work for a living, and but still their life finds meaning in taking care of the child. And I decided not to have a child because I know that I can't have both. If I had a child, I wouldn't be able to push myself at this age to pursue the USMLE. So I just decided to give up on that and pursue this. Now, all that being said, I have been able to purchase all the things I needed to purchase for the USMLE, which is awesome. I purchased UWorld subscription. I purchased the Board and Beyond videos. I purchased Pathoma videos. I purchased the recent first aid book. The only thing I wasn't able to purchase is the time. There's just not enough time after work to study. I am just skimming through everything, and I feel like this is not enough. I am like when I was a kid, my brother once told me a story about a guy who wanted to buy a car real bad, but he didn't have enough money. So once he saw in a market that somebody was selling the body of a car, and which is like the chassis, the body. So he purchased the body, but the body didn't have an engine. So he bought the car. And then he tried to save up enough money for the engine. By the time he was able to save up enough money for the engine, the body had already rusted, broken down. So the engine was no good for the body because they just didn't work together. So the guy had the new engine with the broken body of the car. So he had to wait enough time to save up money to buy another new body for the car. And he was able to do that eventually. By the time he was able to purchase a new body for the car, the engine had dampened. The engine was not functional anymore. And that's how it went on. The guy kept switching between buying the body and the engine of the car, but he was not able to put them together at the same time. And that's what has been happening with me too. That's what happens with poor people. We always try to cover up 3 feet of our body with 1 feet blanket, and we never end up covering all the ends. But at least we're covering something, right? I mean, if I don't become a physician, really, what do I have left? Nothing. I'm not a pretty woman. I am not married to a rich man. My parents are dead. I don't have any legacy. And of course, I don't want to continue my genes in this world because depression runs in my family, cancer runs in my family, hypertension, diabetes, all sorts of crazy metabolic diseases run in my family. So there's no point of me hoping for a child and being able to give the child a good life. Like, even if I had a child, what life could I be able to give them? They would just grow up as a middle class American. I might never be able to provide them with the money to go to Harvard or Columbia, or they might grow up to wanting to be nothing. I mean, that wouldn't be a good investment. So the only place where I could invest was the place that I know, which is the USMLE. So that's what I'm really aiming for. It's just really frustrating not having the time to really study. That's what bugs me. I have had many study partners in my life, and we really started off well. And then, as time went on, their husbands and their parents would chip in, allowing them to sit at home and study while I would have to go to work all day and just scoop up 1 hour or 2 hour by the end of the day to be able to study, and I wasn't able to keep up with them. Then my study partner would pass the test, they would become doctors, and I would end up being nothing. That's what have been happening for years and years and years. My juniors became doctors, my cousins became doctors, my neighbor's neighbor became doctors, everybody became doctor but me. So yeah, I mean, it's very disappointing. Sometimes I get messages from people, doctors from countries like mine, who have finished step 1 USMLE and step 2 USMLE, and now they want to become medical assistants like I was. Do you know why? Because they can't find work. They say, I'm not matching in any residency and I don't know what to do. So I want to become a medical assistant so I can at least find some job, get out of the house. And I'm like, I understand your frustration, but how privileged do you have to be that you want to get out of your house to work? Because when you don't have work like I did, I just had to go out. I didn't have a choice to even think that I want to do this, do that. I just had to do whatever I had. I worked as a food delivery driver. I worked at McDonald's. I worked in a pharmacy. I looked up to become nanny. I tried to be a dog walker. I even tried doing OnlyFans. I thought about doing OnlyFans, but then again, who would buy this, right? Ugh, like, ugh. That whole package is so disgusting. When I look at myself, I see, oh my gosh, that girl, that lady, that woman looks like a guy. I look like a guy. And see the jawline and all that. I couldn't do OnlyFans. But I thought about it. If I were pretty enough, I would have found myself a rich husband and I would have just survived the financial difficulties. But that wasn't an option. And if I had passed step 1 and step 2 USMLE, I would have found another job that pays more than what I do now. Because I have been surviving on my own, so I know how to survive and cash in my little skills. The only thing I don't know is how to make the time to study for the USMLE because it is really challenging and the money to work overtime is really tempting. Anyway, now that I've purchased all the resources, I have decided not to do any overtime and to sit down at night and study. If 2 hours at night is all I'm gonna get, then 2 hours at night is all I will give it. And I am not going to go to social media. I mean, YouTube is social media, but I'm not really spending any extra time on it. But I'm not going to go and watch any videos on social media. I'm not going to do anything that unless I have to do it until I pass this test. The thing is, when you're like on your own, you kind of have to do a lot of things that you wouldn't have to do if you had the protection of a family. Like for me, if I fall sick, I'm the only one I have to take care of me. So I have to keep up a network of friends who might be able to help me out when I'm in a disastrous situation. That safety net is available only at family, that you can just take some mental burden off your head and study. Find the headspace to study. It's hard to get it at my age. I mean, at least I don't have a child. That kind of spares me the trouble. I mean, imagine that, being in this economy, earning as much as I do, which is enough for one person, me and my dogs. But if I had a child, I couldn't have survived. Yeah, so I couldn't have done it. My only chance of making it out is just doing my best at night time and studying and taking the test as soon as I can, because I have subscription. Oh, also I bought the Sketchy subscription. That thing is expensive as heck. Like it is so expensive, $600 or something. Oh, I blew my whole paycheck on it. Like my 2 weeks paycheck, I blew on it. I just told you how much I've earned. Oh my gosh. Anyway, but like all the money that I've spent on it, I really have to pass this test. I just can't not anymore. And that's about it. I just wanted to share. If you're someone like me who does not have any moral support, any mental support, moral, mental, those are kind of different. Moral support, mental support, financial support, back support, then just don't give up. If you believe you can do it, you can do it. That's the only thing that matters. Whatever other people tell you, whatever your uncle tells you, whatever your mom tells you, whatever your super loser teacher tells you because he didn't pass the test and he thinks nobody else can either, whatever your, I don't know, like, the bhabhi, the aunties tell you, just ignore them and keep doing your best. Anyway, thank you for watching my vlog. That's a lot of ranting, but I have to rant. Oh my gosh, I'm falling behind at work. Not work, I'm not working. Whatever work thing I'm doing, I'm falling behind at that. So I'll see you again. Talk to you. Take care. Bye.